Hello there. You'll hear us talking a lot about sunshine and showers over the next couple of days, and then on Sunday, a slight change where we could potentially see some quite impactful winds. Why is this? Well, it's all thanks to an area of low pressure on Friday just off the coast of Newfoundland and eventually pushing its way eastwards across the Atlantic. It'll be picked up on the cold side of the jet stream. It'll undergo some rapid deepening, eventually pushing into the far northwest of the country later Sunday and through into Monday. Notice a tightening on the isobars, so it's likely to bring some quite strong winds, particularly around western coast of Wales, south and southwest England. Even inland areas are going to see some quite strong winds and also some quite heavy outbreaks of rain. Before we talk about Sunday, though, I do just want to reverse the clock and talk about Saturday, where we'll be waking up to some dry spells, also a fair few showers, plenty of cloud, some quite heavy showers potentially across the far southeast before they'll drift their way into the North Sea. And through the course of the morning, there will be some brighter spells, particularly across any eastern areas. The main firing line for the showers is going to be across western areas, but you can see even by the time we reach the afternoon, the showers are going to be very well scattered. Now, some of these could be heavy. We could once again see some hail and thunder, similar to what we've seen earlier in the week. But in between the showers, there will be some bright and sunny spells. Temperatures around about average, if not a touch below, widely pushing into the mid to high teens. Later Saturday, we will start to see this area of low pressure that I mentioned earlier build into the Atlantic as once again it continues to push its way eastwards. Some quite strong winds associated with this already as it pushes its way eastwards, gusts reaching into 50 to 60 miles per hour. But it's really later Sunday through into Monday where we could see the most impactful winds. So we have issued a yellow wind warning for Sunday, 8 p.m. all the way through into Monday at 6 p.m. across parts of northwest England, western coast of Wales, parts of southwest and southern England as well. Now, this is where wind speeds could reach between 50 to 60 miles per hour, potentially 70 to 80 miles per hour along any exposed regions, so particularly across hills and any coastal areas. So do keep an eye on the warnings across our social media and our website, and take my advice and definitely tie down any loose items that you might have floating around. But during Sunday morning, actually, there's going to be lots of dry weather, plenty of clear skies, so it's going to feel quite cool and fresh. There'll probably be some sunshine for the first part of the day, but eventually we'll see these heavy outbreaks of rain at first pushing into parts of the southwest, drifting their way northeastwards through the course of the morning. So some quite heavy downpours associated with this area of rain and also some strong gusty winds. So even though the weather warning doesn't come into force until later Sunday, it is still going to be a very windy day. Now, the main band of rain by the time we reach the afternoon, just pushing into western Scotland, northern parts of England and parts of the southeast, but even behind it there's going to be some very heavy showers. Once again, we could see some hail and thunder mixed into those, and even at times merging together to bring some longer spells of rain. The driest and brightest of the conditions will remain across the far northeast of Scotland, even by the afternoon, but even here quite windy, a fair amount of cloud, and eventually later into the evening we'll see these outbreaks of rain move through. Now, temperatures are actually going to be a degree or two higher, particularly across the south, just pushing into 20 degrees Celsius, but this obviously being offset by all the wind and rain. So it's later Sunday where we'll really see those winds pick up, particularly across the southwest in that warning area, and all the way through into Monday. We're expecting some gales, if not severe gales at times. We'll eventually say goodbye to this area of low pressure pushing into the North Sea later Monday, but behind it it's still going to be fairly blustery with a mix of sunshine and showers, and it looks that way for a lot of the week next week. But of course, for your latest updates, don't forget you can subscribe to our YouTube channel.